just broke a record for the longest off ever. When I brought up my character sheet, I noticed that I still had that bonus HP applied from the last time we battled.
Yeah, that's gone by now.
2 months? Yeah, that's what, 2 months that lasted? Holy crap.
Look at that sly grin of being mischievous.
What is he doing?
What?
What is he doing?
Plotting demise.
Is plotting our ruination.
I mean, there's an item in this world that could TPK the party, so have fun with that one.
Oh, that looks so painful. No. Someone's Caddy's linking Reddit stuff in another server that I'm in right now while I'm waiting, and just posted a video. A cyclist in a race. Apparently, he ate dirt and landed in a cactus patch. And there are several people that are plucking all the cacti off of him. That's sucks, man. me, Shiro.
Oh, I'm just getting rid of all my bad rolls.
Got you. Oh my. I would like everyone to gaze upon the wonderment that not a single one of those displayed dice is a 20.
What's pretty bad for me is that I think I got rid of all my good rolls.
Oh shit! I did not mean to do that. Oh, that was Eliza. I thought I clicked right as Eliza threw her dice.
So I have 20 d20s, and out of those 20 d20s, three of them were 20s, and 3 of them were 19s. I think all my good luck is gone.
No,
I think I'm
Sunai's in
average.
the chat. That's why not a single one of them was a 20. Sunai's in the chat. Sunai, no. No, Sunai. How can I roll 63 d20s and not a single one of them is a 20? Actually, wait, no, then Shiro rolled. There isn't a single 20 in there. And Eliza rolled, and there was a single 20.
No, I rolled
Just roll
20 d20s,
none.
and 3 of them were 20s.
That was before Sunai said anything. Then after Sunai, we get a grand total of 120 out of how many rolls?
99.
5, 6, 7. Yeah.
119.
Out of 119 rolls, one of them comes up 20. Oh no.
Oh, yes. Before we start, really quick. So in the games that I usually run, I have a game system. It's a daily D20 roll, and it affects the world and different things. Do you guys want to play with that, or?
Yes, Sunai, I would like some 20s.
Alright.
What the hell? There isn't a single 20 in there? Oh no. Something's wrong with the dice. Hold up. How can you raise Rose's 20s but not mine? I'm the person playing the character. That's not how that works.
That's a lot of dice.
How is it that out of 63 rolls, the highest number that appeared on any dice was a 12?
Well, then again, there are still dice that are hidden. There's only 55 dice shown.
Hey, breaking news. Breaking news. I'm apparently as intelligent as a fence post.
By the way, real quick, guys, please make sure you get me your character card info. It's been a while, so I want to do a refresh on it all. So just send me a new one, even if I already have it.
I don't have a sheet to give. There's the one that's actually in Fantasy Grounds. Can't you pluck that one?
Tanya, I mean, fill out the character card information form from Fantasy Grounds Explanation. Also, you still need to change your icon.
Did change it.
Oh, I just didn't update on the OBS. Anyways, hello everybody and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim and this is Red Flag Rejects Dungeons and Dragons. The return of it. I will go ahead and actually we have a thing for this. For the recap from last time. I'm gonna run Stream Raiders and pull that up because I literally forgot about it until just now. So one moment.
Hey, so I remember how you said just a moment ago that I'm as apparently as intelligent as a fence post. Casually look back in chat at the number that comes after the D, the 3 times that I rolled.
I've got this up right now, so I'm gonna play this. This is 6 minutes and 22 seconds, but it's a recap from Timber.
Alright. Is this thing on? Is it working? I think so. Anyways, tis I, Captain Timbledore Jägermeister von Glorious Borkestan. I kinda have to stay low. I'm on a mission. Anyways, the last episode, we got back. We went on the whirlwind, and everything was salty, and everything was grand. My arm kind of started feeling better, and we made it back to shore, and then I put their heads on a plate, and everyone was talking about I don't know. I was stealing the ship, and all of a sudden there's an explosion. You know, like the typical Tuesday. And I was like, damage report. And then everyone's all like, oh, we got new people. And then the Martins were all like, whoa, yo, we got intruders. And I was like, I'll defend us. So I had Raoul steer the ship. And I started running down. And she was all like, they know the Empress. And I'm like, okay. Confusion, and then I went back and I went up and I started to steer the ship and tell Raoul that he did a good job and he's a good boy and the Empress loves him. And then we got into port, and then we went to go report at the port or something, and then there's the Martins have all this paperwork, and then we were talking to the dude, and he was like, oh no, I want the heads, but don't put them on the table. Nothing makes sense, so I gave it to him. Because he wants the heads, but he doesn't want them on the table. I don't know, put them on the table. And then there was a big paperwork fight, and I kind of noped out of there, and we got back to the ship, and everything was going fine. Everyone's going downstairs. The guards are here. And then I had a question for the captain of the guard. And then he was like, oh, this shield belongs to us. And I was like, no, it doesn't. Prepare to die. And I knew I struck him. I struck him really hard. And then my sword was repelled. What heresy? And then I flew back against the wall. And I was like, you think your magic can stand against the Empress? And then he has his men grab me, and then he's all like, you're gonna go to sleep. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then there was a little voice in the back of my head, and it was like, trust me, Timber, go to sleep. You'll be able to slay them in glorious melee combat. after you let them take you. So I did what the Empress told me and went to sleep. And then I woke up, and I was naked, except for my helmet. Can't ever take that off. Nobody must know what I look like. Anyways, I started looking around, and Rosilia's over there, and I'm looking around, I'm thinking, I find a bucket. Oh, they left me in here with a bucket. This is truly a sign from the Empress. I hold the bucket up. I know exactly what to do with this bucket. I blessed it to become the bucket of truth, and I smitten the door with it. Magically. And Wazilia was like trying to break the door open, and I was trying to help all. And then I had a fan, and he wanted to know about the Empress, and he started to try to apprehend me, and I started motorizing him. He stabbed me a bit, but whatever, I'm okay. It's not like this is a new thing. And I shoot him, and then Rose grabbed him, and then I mauled him for the Empress. And then we got the key and opened the door, and I don't know what's going on. I think the guards are onto something, but nobody tells Timbo anything, even though they want me to nail on everything. Anyways, we get stuff and get back dressed in proper uniform, and then harass the Nord upstairs, and then we go back to the ship, and we have a little feast, and we're getting the hell out of Dodge. And then, well, you know, it's about time to go to sleep, so I start to go to sleep. And then, well, I had a new mission, and I had to go. So I left behind my cape. So my people know I will be back for 'em. And my coloring book. Just to keep them entertained, because I know they're going to miss me. And then I followed the Shepherd file into the ocean. Or lake, or whatever this is. I'm wet. Wet paladin smell. Alright. This thing's off, right? Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. What am I gonna do?
And that's Timber for you. Alright, so with that aside, I'll go ahead and turn it over to Stanoga, the DM.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this intriguing flag ocean game thingy. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be fun.
Dispensation.
There may or may not be chaos, so just beware. But beginning, we find our party sailing on the swell wind, deep in the seas as calm, cool breezes blows your sails along the ocean. You find yourself, it's about high noon, the sun glistening off the ocean, almost blinding in some parts. A lot of the crew members are just fiddling, dallowing, doing their normal quote-unquote shift tasks. As we find the crew on top of the ship, trying to figure out what to do next. I would like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Oh, that is the wrong thing. No. I clicked the wrong thing. Give me a second. Is it a regular perception, or is it a hearing perception?
Be hearing or sight.
All right. I am so glad I was able to use the hearing bonus.
Wow. Okay. the bunny is the only one who will notice this.
Did my roll go through?
No, you need to roll it in the chat box.
Mhm.
Also, Stanoga, you
okay.
never got me what I needed. Oh wait, yes you did. Never mind. Ignore me.
I'll do that.
So real quick. Okay, first things first. Everglow, you need to get a mic or a headset for next week. Secondly, the donation goal has already been completed. Thank you so much for that, Toshime.
That is awesome.
All right. Vesper, when you're rolling for a specific skill, you want to go to the skills tab of your character sheet, and where on the total column, you'll see a tiny little D20 icon. If you click and drag that and then drop that into the chat box, it'll make the specific roll that you need.
Thank you. I've only ever used Roll20, so this is a learning experience for me.
DM, would you accept the 14 they rolled before? 'Cause
Yes.
it technically was them making the roll. Okay.
Well, 15, they get a +1, but yeah, I would accept that. Which we'll get to that one in first, but Rosa,
Just Rose.
that's great, awesome. As you guys are just looking over a map, which doesn't really do too well on the sea, considering it's a land map. You hear a distant as you look up around this.
Crisp is censoring your whoosh.
It's like the whoosh noise. As you look up to the sky and you see a black crow coming towards the ship. But as it's getting closer, it's getting bigger and bigger as it's heading towards the top of the deck where the group is at.
So they're very good or very bad? I'm going to just casually stand a little bit closer to the mast to potentially use it for cover if needed.
As it gets closer, I would say everybody else would be able to see this 14-foot massive black crow, shining, glowing arcanic runes along its beak and inline feathers as it lands on the side of the ship. But the ship doesn't rock or shake. It just lands effortlessly, despite its large size. Looks at the group and goes, "Well, hello there, fellow adventurers."
And as soon as it comes down, Stanoga and Stanaga are rushing about. The other Martins on the deck are also rushing about. And they are sending out the mental warning, like before, of intruder alert.
Guys, calm down.
They are forming into a line.
Cease. Who here has authority at the moment? Who's the acting captain?
Oh, he left.
The acting captain.
I don't know.
Who speaks Martin?
I mean, kind of everybody does because they just speak into people's minds. So they are all preparing and firing energy beams. Just 6 of them in a row, launching out energy beams at the intruder. So I'm gonna need to make 6 dexterity saving throws.
We need to adjust the IFF on this security system.
Nope, that's 7. They all hit except for one.
Okay, perfect, because there are 5 different damage types. So one is acid, then cold, then fire, then lightning, and then thunder.
You
Combination anti-boarding and litmus test.
as these Martin beams of just elemental fury rain into this avian of pure darkness. It punctures holes to this creature and it looks like it's Swiss cheese as you see the sparkling sunlight showing beams on top of the ship. As it shrinks and morphs and curdles in on itself until it's the size of a canary, still black, and just kind of falls to the bottom of the ship and goes, "That's not the welcome I was expecting."
Okay,
Touche.
I'm going to run over and scoop them up so that they don't get shot a second time.
Thank you.
Yeah, our bosun is a little bit on the touchy side when it comes to unauthorized access.
I can see that.
We did not have the proper paperwork filled out for a visitor upon the ship.
We're still working on that.
Duly noted.
So, who are you and what are you doing here?
Yes. Well, I was sent here from my master, Z. And he offered me to give you a job. As he just hacks up a scroll.
How did this fit inside you?
I'm a big bird.
Alright, I'm going
in order
to...
for you to remain upon the ship, you do need to fill out Form 35-A.
He coughs out another scroll with the form signed in triplicate.
I'm afraid it is missing the acting captain's approval.
That's, who is the acting captain?
We have not determined that yet.
One of the little Martins steps up. He's got a little vest with his hand inside the pocket, little hat, and goes, "It is I! I am the one in that charge now."
Fuck it, let's go with it.
And he just kind of bounces over, looks at it, looks to you, Stanaga, looks at it, looks to you, Rose, looks at it. Can't read.
This one is an imposter! All
No,
proper
you-
Martin Talkie and Talkie Network employees are able to read.
Well, then put this as my 2 weeks notice.
Ready
So
the
they're gonna be at this
beams!
all day. They're gonna be at this all day, just kind of tuning them out. I'm gonna do my best to open the scroll one-handed because I'm not going to risk leaving the bird unattended around the Martins.
You open the scroll. The first thing you would notice, despite the outside looking like an old, worn traveling scroll, rips, torns, maybe it's a blood stain, maybe it's wine. Kind of hard to tell with that faded purple color, but the inside is pristine. There is gold lettering and etched symbols along the edge. It simply reads, "Dear the crewmates of the Swill's Wind, I have a job for you, a very lucrative job. My partner may be a little bit odd, but he will give you the details if you accept this. However, it is a grave task with much reward if you do complete it and live. So I'm recruiting 2 more fellow crewmates for you too. Don't worry, they don't bite. Well, one of them bites, but don't let that persuade you from not doing your job. Anyway, ta-ta. And you can see little hearts with the signature Z on it.
Every day I feel more and more like somebody's plaything.
Yeah, we kind of started with Greaves, didn't we?
Yeah. I think that we were just, leased off as a tool that higher planar beings can just use to exert their will in this realm. It's almost as if somebody's been abusing the crap out of eldritch powers. Staring directly at the Martin saying this.
Why are you staring at us?
I don't know. Why am I?
We don't use any form of eldritch power.
Yeah, well, you'll have to fill out opinion interrogation form 55936B-K in purple ink in order to have me explain why that is a problem.
Wait, it's a problem that we don't use eldritch power? Well, alright,
No.
I will go ahead and look into eldritch
No.
power.
No.
Cthulhu is god of the sea, isn't he? Or elder god?
One of. Why am I helping you?
The bird just kind of like nuzzles into you a little bit and just goes, ugh. Anyway, so yes, kind of more of a messenger pigeon.
Messenger pigeon who got KO'd by a rainbow beam.
There's nothing in the protocol that says anything about laser fighting ground weasels.
The proper
was
term
not
would be tree weasels.
Proper term would be hemorrhoid.
We can provide cream for that.
Oh my god, no.
Anyway, do you guys like to continue? Would you like to know more?
I don't want to think. I feel like we don't actually have a choice. These types of people, generally, once they've decided they want you for their tasks, if you say no, they just become less friendly the next time they ask.
You're a smart one. I like you. Your task, or the job, we're gonna get all familiar with it. You are to go retrieve a certain item from my employer. You will know it when you see it.
Well, that generally is the purpose of sailing vessels. Transport goods from one location to another. What's the spot?
I'm glad you asked. And the bird just goes, and just this long, it's like 5 feet long map. And let me share a map with everybody.
This is the first time that I've ever run into a gag of holding.
Let's see if this works. Does everybody see it?
Yeah.
Yep, can see it.
This, let's see if I can get where you're at.
Oh, and this is where I would keep the center of the map. If I had one.
How do I pin? Ah, there we go.
No,
Nope.
no. It's void in the middle because there's nothing there. My talents are wasted here.
Shiro sees the map there, and then he's going to just pull out his own map and start scribbling on it, copying it over.
I don't know why it's not letting me pin, but anyway, Neptris, the bottom left-hand island is where you left.
Bottom right.
Bottom right hand.
Bottom right, yes. I was testing you. You passed.
Yay! So I can level up?
You will get 10 experience.
Alright, so I will level up slightly faster than everyone else.
Mm-hmm. So you're actually between Neptris and Vapor. And the bird just kind of jumps off your hands, just kind of hops over, and it goes, you need to arrive at the island north of Anvua.
Does the island north of Anvuia have a name?
It's the next island to the left.
You mean Anuvia?
Vapor. Yep, it's the bird, can't speak. It has no lips.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map here, and this island doesn't have a name on it.
Nope.
Why does it not have a name?
No idea.
The whole purpose of charts is to chart. That's not charted if it doesn't have a name.
Well, if you guys make it there, then you get to name it. Look, I get paid in seeds and berries.
That's not contempt towards you. It's just I know that if I continue that topic, the Martins are going to come up with the stupidest name ever.
Don't let the Martins name that island.
We will name it Martopia.
And there it is.
Actually, no. That's that's the city in the pantry. So we will instead name it Martinland. Yes.
You think he's joking, but the amount of deck space on this ship is reduced by like 30% because they've just assimilated into a massive bunker complex. It's actually quite the sight to behold, honestly.
You know, there's a reason I stay in the air.
There's a reason that I spend half my time in the crow's nest.
That's a very good survival instinct. What's your name?
Rosalia Natusignus. Or just Rose if you don't want a mouthful.
Rose. Yes. You will be the diplomat between the employer and the rest of the group from now on. I will only deal with you, and you alone. So.
Here's hoping that doesn't mean that I have to do 3 times as much paperwork now. I already have to fill out a form just to eat breakfast. I don't even know where they keep getting all the vellum from.
Oh, that is delivered to us daily by the by Mardex.
Who is funding this?
The MT&T.
So, the bird just kind of shakes his head and then hops up onto the railing and goes, Rose, it's a pleasure to meet you. Wolf thing, I never got your name. Pointing to
So Shiro's, after copying the map, he's just going to drop a book on the bird's head and then go back to where he was lying down on the main deck.
Cry ones, cool. Land rats. As it opens its beak wider and wider, and pure blackness envelops it. I need everybody to roll a wisdom save.
Damn it. Well, I am right at ground zero, I guess, so.
I'm as wise as a rock.
Vesper, you really don't need to roll one, but you're good.
Okay.
So Noga, Stegaga, you're good. Shiro and Rose, for the next 3 hours, you will see floating fruit around you. And you have a very innate sense of you want to eat it, but you can never truly grasp it.
That is a very interesting side effect of peering into the void.
Mhm.
Shiro's seeing floating fruit around him, but he has no interest in it because he doesn't like eating fruit.
When you look into the void sends you to a fruit market. As its mouth, its beak, elongates and wraps and just as two bodies land on the ship. One.
That
Go
That
ahead.
is the most interesting delivery system I've ever seen. Is it weird? that I
Intruder
want one?
alert!
Oh no! Desist. They are currently filling out the forms. They just haven't been processed yet.
Alright, well, the two newcomers will need to make dexterity saving throws.
Eliza and Vesper, you come out in a ship, and the first thing you see is just rainbow energy coming at you.
Get down!
Aw, one of them succeeded.
Eliza just sees it and goes whoop, and slides. Not walks, literally slides sideways.
Meanwhile, Vesper
as
takes one.
Just wait, what?
As
Someone just
could
dropped
you
in the
listen?
chat.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, as you see this human just slide sideways as this beam nails this snake thing in the face. The first thing you would notice about these two newcomers, there's two things you notice at one time. One, they are covered in slime. There's a faint odor of plum and rot coming from it. And two, there's two little signs around their necks that both read, greetings, we are the cargo from Z. Pleased to meet you. And I don't bite. Eliza says I don't bite. Vesper says I definitely do bite.
With that, she just kind of looks at all of you with a smile and just kind of groggily stands on her feet, takes out her water skin, and puts some of the slime that's covered on her into the water skim and just kind of like smugly says, this will catch a pretty penny.
Yeah, do whatever you do. Don't eat it.
Oh.
You're the two new crew that we were told about.
Yes, indeed. It's very lovely to meet you. And Eliza's going to hold out her hand. My name is Eliza. Eliza Nobody.
Rose. I'm just kind of leaning past her, looking at Vesper's like, are you okay? You kind of just took energy beams to the face.
Oh, I'm fine. I just like to see the pretty colors as she's like looking kind of like off to the sea. And you can tell like the beam affected her, but she's just trying to play it off. Like, oh, my name is Vesper, she says with like a sly grin, and she kind of gives you a bow. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. If I seem a little bit off kilter. It's because we only found out that you would be joining the crew about, I don't know, 30 seconds ago.
And well, we only found out we'd be joining a few days ago. So, surprises for everyone.
So Eliza and Vesper, Vesper, describe to the party and the viewers, what do you look like, and who are you?
So I'll go with the character scripts right now. Name's Vesper. I am a Yanti. So I am about 5'6", 120 pounds, kind of a really thin woman dressed in looks kind of like a merchant's outfit for right now. It's just like the last thing she was wearing before she got crow ate. So as for like Yantis, they have some kind of like snake look to it. So her eyes are snakes. She has a little bit of a forked tongue, and you can see behind her like long, and she has long hair that's past her shoulders that's kind of like striped of yellow and black. And like on the back of her neck, you can see a little bit of like these scales. It's kind of hard to see the color because of the shadows. And I say what class I am.
If you want.
Alright, so she's a bard, but as she kind of like smiles and she takes like a small business card out and hands it over to Eliza real quick, just kind of off to the side, and it says like on the card it says Vesper Wears Professional Merchant. So she's a salesperson as well.
Well, I don't have much use for a sales associate, but thank you. And she tucks the card away into her pocket.
Never know when you need a good deal.
Eliza, why don't you introduce yourself?
Eliza is about average height as far as human women go. She's on the thicker side, wearing what looks to be a cloak that is tucked into some cargo pants. She's wearing hiking boots, and she's older, graying quite significantly, and it looks like she's taken a sword to the face a few times, as her face is pretty scarred up real bad. And she's wearing cute, little, thick, round nerd glasses.
Oh, I forgot to say Vesper looks pretty young. She's about 25.
All right. I was, ironically enough, filling out some paperwork there, and I missed part of the description for the character. Sorry.
Do you need me to repeat myself?
I just need to know, was it Vesper or Eliza that was wearing the glasses?
Me, Eliza.
All right.
So, as they introduce themselves, there's a loud bang coming from underneath the ship, as there's a lot of commotion and high-pitched yelps and screaming as the door busts open, and it looks like it's a Martin with an eye patch, and he goes, "Viva la revolution! This is a takeover. We demand demands, and we will not be halted until we get more demands." And there's a horde of Martins behind him as he's holding up a fork.
Yeah, so stuff like this happens pretty regularly around here. Just try to stay on the sidelines so you don't get hit by stray shots.
Vesper's just gonna slyly just kind of move over out of the way of this quote-unquote mutiny.
Eliza's gonna go sit on a box or something.
be a dex
I'm
save.
afraid that it is not possible for you to be doing this because it is against your contract.
Forget the contract. We need to be free. We need trees, and we need the gold. The gold that you hide from our kind. We know that you know that we know that you know that we know that we know where the gold is.
I find it funny.
We don't hide any gold from you.
It's bollocks.
Oh.
Well, if you have a
throwing a
complaint,
book-
you can take it up with the, you can take it up with your immediate direct supervisor.
The body with a stick.
I will say, as the book. I was getting to the book. As the book wings them in the middle of the head. Couple other Martins pick them up. I just evolution proper over.
You need a minute there, buddy?
Ice good. We believe, and we'll take the gold with us.
Okay, but why though?
But there is no gold.
There's gold. As behind them, there's a ton of Martins just grabbing a whole case of a crate, and it just says eggs on it.
Oh, that kind of gold. They're talking about yolks. See, that makes sense now. I'm just over here sitting on the crates with them, watching the show unfold.
As they're like taking the crate, and the winged Martin leader just going victory. Like, this is how diplomacy works. Clearly, full concussion. As they head towards the lifeboat with the crate full of eggs.
We don't have a
I'm not going
lifeboat
to step
though.
into this.
We only have
Wait,
a
what?
longboat.
A longboat? A single longboat?
Yeah.
Then they're taking that.
Did you forget that?
Wait a minute, we need that. Wait a minute, we need that.
Sorry, but we cannot allow you to leave with that.
No. Viva la revolution.
Martin Defense Force, prepare! And more energy beams.
Alright, everybody roll initiative.
I
Oh,
was about to just throw a battery at the Martin to get them to stop talking.
Did you actually
I
add
need
everybody
something
to the combat tracker? You did not.
I need something other than a 1. I need something other than a 1. That is technically other than a 1, but fuck you.
Okay, so you're going to need to remove several people from the combat tracker by right-clicking them, and there's a delete button.
Got that one.
Shiro, how?
Because I'm just, I want to lie down, and the Martins are just talking and not letting me sleep.
Delete.
And now you'll need to click the characters button over on the right and click and drag Eliza and Vesper onto the combat tracker. And then, of course, you'll need the Martins on the combat tracker as well. So are you taking away all of my Martins? I still want to keep some of them.
Not all of them are with the resistance.
Okay. Okay. I want 4.
You know what? 4 is acceptable. So 98% of these Martins are rebelling against you.
Well, we only had like 9 total, aside from, the twins.
I'm just picturing them now. They're sitting at a footstool like it's a long table, each of them using a can of beans as a chair, and they're just negotiating how many are going to leave.
Oop, nope, that's the wrong one.
So I'm good with with keeping 4 of the extra Martins. The others can go. I'm okay with that. The 4 will help maintain the ship and such. And then I can have a
Said-
proper line of 6 for my energy beams.
All right.
He's very proud of the rainbow attack. Doo-doo-ch.
I can tell. Alright. So, we're not going to need necessarily a map because it's not like a big ship. So, this horde of Martins, they poof up 4 on ends and they just make angry chirping noises. As Martin Rebel number 8 goes for Stanaga.
Real quick, you need to put in the initiatives that Eliza and Vesper rolled manually because they rolled before you actually added
Gotcha.
them. And Eliza rolled a 16. Also, if you have enemies on the combat tracker, there's a little eye icon to the left side that you'll need to click to actually reveal them for us.
Show all NPCs.
Ah, there we go.
I'm having flashbacks to the very first game we played together.
Okay, perfect. There's 5 rebels, and I got the 4 loyalists that are still with us.
So, Martin Rebel number 8 just scurries near Stanaga, just and it's gonna hit you. Try to hit you with a bite. That's gonna miss. And then it's gonna try to claw at you. And ooh, that's gonna be a hit. Wow, my damage is not working on this. Okay.
What is this 5 on Stanaga and Stanoga that I'm seeing here?
They have temp HP that regenerates every turn, equal to their intelligence modifier.
Oh, so basically it's like energy shields.
Basically.
Okay.
Cool. You're gonna take 3 slashing damage.
Which does not get through the shield.
Energy shield.
Yep. Okay, just gonna rat.
Okay. Also, click, there's a little dot off to the, there you go. You got it.
Yep. Right, and then down. Aha, okay, it's getting back to me. This is all a test. Martin Rebel 3 just kind of looks around. Sees the rest of the crew. And it's gonna go for Shiro.
Is
He's
it
gonna
because I
run
threw a
up.
book at him?
Yes. Yes, it is. He's got a big dent in his forehead. Ooh, and that's gonna hit as it just lunges on you and just starts gnawing on your foot.
I am sad. Zam, there isn't a blurb for the Halo shield recharge sound effect.
Sorry.
I was saving that for Stanaga's turn.
I'm surprised that there isn't. They have so
I
many.
know!
Okay, you're gonna take 8 piercing damage. And it's just gonna start trying to claw at you. And at you. Just lashed on like a tick. You take 2 more damage. Eliza, it's your turn.
Yeah, Eliza sees no reason to get involved, so I'll just hold an action with Chill Touch, and if one of them comes up to me, I'll just slap him in the face.
Alright.
That's
Stanaga.
it. I'm gonna keep sitting on my box.
Alright. So
Just rebellion at fort.
They regenerate, and they are angry. So FYI, I only bothered adding all the abilities to Stenoga because I have to do custom ones, so I roll from all of them from him. But
That's
they're
fine.
the
Just let me
exact
know
same
who you're doing.
stats.
I get you. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Making these Martin Rebels was just time consuming.
And I guess it would be fair to have 2 of the loyalist ones act on Stenoga and the other 2 on Stenoga's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that, and that.
Okay. Let's see. 2 failures, 1 success.
Okay, I hit 2 different enemies, so...
Rebel 3 hit.
Okay, Rebel 3 hit. What about the Rebel 8 ones?
Missed.
Both of those were miss? Okay.
Yep.
Wait, I thought you said 2 hit and 1 missed.
I was reading the wrong one. I'm trying to decipher the save first thing.
Okay. Well then, Rebel 3 takes 5 points of acid.
Rebel 6 just kind of looks around, and sees a grass noodle, and it's gonna go towards Vesper, and just kind of, and it's gonna launch up and try to bite you. Ooh, nope, that's gonna miss, and it's gonna try to claw.
You're trying to strike at a cobra. This is doomed from the start.
Its claws just go off your scaled skin because I rolled the exact same number of Martin power.
So she's just gonna look at the Martin that just attacked her, and at first she was gonna be nonchalant, but it was like a predatory gaze just immediately honed on to this creature, and she just kind of puts her leans down a little bit. Because I'm assuming these guys are on the shorter side. And she's gonna be like, "Oh, you messed up."
Hey, it's your turn too.
So which rebel is in front of me again?
Number 6.
So she's just gonna, get kind of closer to it. And she's just gonna smile and open up her mouth. And how do I cast spells?
Okay, so on the Actions tab, you'll probably need to click the magnifying glass over to the right of the spell you want to cast. And at that point, you'll either have an attack or save. You click and drag from the box next to that one and drop it on them in the combat tracker. The combat tracker is in the upper right with the crossed swords.
Generally speaking, when it comes to doing attacks stuff like that, there'll be a dice icon on the sheet or pop-up window, and that's what you click and drag.
Okay, so for Shatter, that is an AoE one, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yep.
And we're all pretty close together.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Because I know it's a 10-foot. What is it? Is
Radius.
It a cone?
Radius, so it's a circle.
So it's technically 20-foot wide area.
Let me pull it up and verify. Oh, I don't have any of my books loaded.
I have this spell. It is a 10-foot radius sphere.
It
It's
would
20
be...
feet wide.
Are you sure it's a radius?
Okay.
Usually
I'm
it's-
looking at it right now. It is 10-foot radius sphere.
So that would probably hit basically everybody.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it was a sphere. I thought it was more of like a cone attack. So I'm gonna change my spell up real quick. So she's still gonna open up her mouth, and just this small green glow in the back of her like at the top of her fangs just start like showing, and I'm gonna cast poison spray.
All right. Oh, okay. That did. Interesting.
I dragged the wrong one, so yes, it does 6 points of damage.
Hold on. That is a save.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know if you do damage until you need to click and drag the save onto your target on the combat tracker. There you go. So now we'll know.
Thank you.
So now Stenoga will tell us whether it succeeded or failed.
They passed.
Okay, so your attack did nothing.
No, poison spray still does damage, doesn't it?
No. It's a
No.
cantrip. It's it's a hit or miss type thing.
Well, I'm gonna blame on the fact that she opened up her mouth and wasn't looking directly at it.
You still got slime in your eyes.
Yeah, still got that icky slime in my eyes.
The void slime. So if you are done with your turn, there's a little down arrow on the combat tracker in the bottom left of it. Click that, and it'll pass the turn to the next person. Alright. And Stenoga.
Yes.
Wrong one.
Oh.
Alright, Stenoga himself is going to... Martin Rebel 3 is the leader, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's doing a mind thrust at that one.
Yeah, it's gonna succeed.
Cool. For a whopping 3 points of psychic damage. And then his other two are going to also launch energy beams at the Martin Rebel 3.
Success.
Okay, so did it succeed both times?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, on to the next.
Alright. Number 12 is gonna whip his head around and looks at their ever faithful leader, and it's gonna go to Stenoga and going to attack you. Let's see, that's gonna hit. And you're gonna take 6 points of damage.
You gotta roll this on me.
That's what I did. It's odd. Alright. Alright, round 2. Let's see if the claw is gonna work on you. That's gonna hit. Did not show up. It's odd. It was 2 damage.
No, I took the 6.
No, he clawed you and it hit again.
Oh.
For
yeah.
some reason, the melee's hitting, but when I roll the damage, it's not.
Weird, because I did get 6 points of damage.
Yeah. I'll have to fix that out of game. I'll just roll in the chat for now.
Alright, so 2 more points.
Yep. Alright, and then that's gonna be it.
Great. So currently, where are Vesper, Eliza, and Shiro located?
Eliza's sitting on like near the edge. Vesper is about 7 feet to her left, and Shiro is near the mass, which is, I don't know, like 10 feet or so from you.
Well, I'm gonna stand between Vesper and Eliza and the bulk of the group of Martins, and then I'm going to hold action.
All right.
So, I did not want to deal with Martins this early in the morning. I'm just gonna make a really, really, really sharp howl. And, everyone's probably gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm casting Shatter.
Constitution, my favorite.
You took my
Alright, well,
spot.
in that case, you are going to need to roll on every single person. You
Alright,
roll the
let's see,
save on each person, and then you roll the damage because it's saved for half.
Of course.
If you're gonna
the
do it to-
Sonic attack.
If you're gonna do this, you're gonna do it to yourself on every person.
Oh, yeah. Of course, the incredibly loud noise, the rabbit rolls abysmally against it.
Hold
It makes
on.
sense.
Hold on.
Huh?
Shiro, this is saved for half. So you roll the saving throw against each person, then roll the damage against that person. It'll automatically apply half. Then you move to the next one.
So click the dice that says save.
No, you click and drag the dice that says save onto the target.
Like that.
Yes. Now
Okay.
roll
Just making
damage.
sure. I was just gonna do save through all of them, so
No.
I don't.
You have to do damage to each one.
So you're gonna roll the attack and then roll damage because Fantasy Grounds auto calculates the half damage and full damage.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't the damage change because you're rolling it several times?
Yes, but that's how we do it.
Okay.
It's less work on the DM, and in this case, your fellow players when you are targeting them all.
So does this negate the crappy save roll that I did, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, that I'm actually very happy with that.
I mean, you can still fail, but
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized that I can burn luck for saving throws. That's good to know.
Whew, 19.
Ow. Wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the damage from that.
Alright. That's my turn. I think I still have a Martin gnawing on me. There's nothing I can do about that, though.
Martin Rebel number 4 just looks around and just goes, take the guns and retreat! I'm a hold. So he's gonna run towards, let's see. Shiro caused the shatter. So he's gonna bravely, as a sacrifice, hop onto Shiro's face and try to bite him in the snoot.
In the process of running towards Shiro, would he get within melee range of Rose?
Yes.
Well, the held action that I was using, I wanted to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay. You see this little tree rodent.
So real quick, Rosalia, you have to, when you are holding an action, you have to specify exactly what you're doing and what will trigger it.
Well, the intent was Flurry of Blows, was that if any one of them comes near Vesper or Eliza, that I would use that and use the knockback function that it has to attempt to kick them overboard. But the situation changed, but still Flurry of Blows.
In that case, because it was specified for them, you wouldn't be able to do it, but it's up
I'll
to
allow
the
it.
Yeah. Just keep that in
I'll
mind
allow
for
it.
the future.
All right. There's my actions tab. I can find it. All right, so drop the unarmed strike dice on the rebel leader. DM.
Go ahead, say that again. My headset was beeping. I had to charge it.
All right, so I dropped the unarmed strike dice on the rebel leader in the combat tracker.
All right. I don't see where that rolled.
It hasn't rolled. I'm saying, is that what I do to do the attack?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you do.
You have to do each one individually. You can't just,
Oh. Sorry.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the base attack. Misses, of course.
Nope, that hits.
Oh. Then the Flurry of Blows 1. And Flurry of Blows 2. Oh, damn it. So the first Flurry of Blows did connect, right?
Yes. And
Alright, well,
the second one was a crit one.
I would like to point out for future reference as well, you cannot use Flurry of Blows with a, we'll allow it right now, but for future reference...
Reaction.
This way, you can only save an action for, whatever this is, for holding. Flurry of Blows is a bonus action.
I have a question. Is Zemacodium?
Kind of. It's a little complicated on that, but basically, yes.
Okay, so are you allowing the Flurry of Blows then?
I am.
Yeah, he already allowed it, but I'm just saying for future
Right,
reference.
Must make a strength saving throw. If it fails, you're pushed 15 feet away from the origin of the attack.
Alright, go ahead and roll that on him.
Strength. Wait, crap. Ability, strength, and I think that is not it. Oh my god. Don't mind me, I'm just being, of course. it's very hard landing a solid hit against a fuzzy noodle.
This is a chunky noodle.
Alright, so for your Nat 1...
My hamster is getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Okay, well, Toshime is redeemed for a team reroll if you want to accept that, Stenoga.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
I would be okay with Rosalia using it on that Nat 1, if anybody else is okay with that.
Oh, yeah. See, here I am looking at that I have 4 points of luck I can burn and a Nat 1, and my brain's like, this is fine.
Just take it.
Yes, if he's giving me a reroll, then yeah, I'll use that.
Alright, well, I'm not hearing any opposition, so...
Son of a...
I mean, that was a check. Oh, you're using that. Okay, so you're still taking the nat 1.
Wait, what? No, those are both. How do I roll the fucking strength against the Martin Rebel? Did I drop the
Okay,
on him?
what are you trying to do?
The Martin Rebel has to make a strength saving throw against Rose in order to not be not 15 feet.
So Stanoga needs to roll that.
Oh.
What's the DC?
DC is my strength plus proficiency, right?
That doesn't sound right.
It should be strength plus proficiency plus.
Oh wait.
I don't
okay,
think
let's
that's the
strength.
case for monks. Strength does not sound like the right stat.
Or dex.
Dex might be, but let me see if I can.
Wisdom.
It's been so long since I played, I can't remember how anything works. Right here. Key save DC.
It's 8
plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. That's proficiency bonus of 2, wisdom modifier of 3, so that's plus 5. That's 8 plus 5, that's 13. The DC is 13.
Cool, it rolled a 2 also.
I mean, it's good that she figured out what her save DC was, but
I wasn't gonna interrupt. As you just punt this Martin all the way across the ship, essentially. And it does that cartoon splat into, like, the railing.
Same one for the ocean, but this works too.
So that means that the team reroll was not used.
We will save a communal team reroll.
Yeah. For your nat 1 though, from the unarmed strike. Ow, ow, ow! Make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you are unable to attack with this body part on your next turn. It was a DC 12, so... You're good!
The power... My anger is stronger than your muscle cramps.
I think they passed. I'm not a mathematician, but I think they passed.
All we know is that it is bigger than 8.
Yes. Alright. Okay. Martin Rebel 8 is gonna go and detach themselves from whatever they were doing and gonna go and help load this crate onto this longboat.
That would provoke an attack of opportunity. Who did it attack before?
It attacked... I believe it was you.
I think it was Stanaga.
Yep.
Well, then Stanaga and the 3 with him will make their bite attack. Actually, do I have that feat? I do. So I can use my abilities.
Oh, gotcha.
Then again, the bite might be a better option. Yeah, we'll go for 3 bites.
All of them hit. As you chomp down, and this Martin
3
perishes.
3 Martins in unison chomp down on it as it tries to run away.
It does the hand motion as it's getting piled in like all zombie movies when a main character gets horde attacked. You see the hand just fall into a plume of fur. Avenge me!
And Zim, I do see the DM there. I'm trying to manage a bunch of stuff, and I'm trying to remember how to play the game, so I'm a little bit distracted.
No worries.
The rebel captain goes, Manny, no! As he goes, forget the gold! Vengeance! Vengeance for thy brothers of Fur! As he's gonna, like, essentially kamikaze attack Stanaga.
I'm gonna bite at him because he's jumping off of me.
Yep, go ahead, bite. Okay, roll head damage. He jumps and just a body rolls. That's it.
Just bite him by the tail and just smack him unconsciously on the deck.
Mm-hmm. Little Martin is out. Eliza, it's your turn. The Martin leader has been found.
Have any of them tried to attack me directly yet?
You know, none.
Does it look like anyone's struggling?
Player-wise, no, this just seems like a minor inconvenience for everybody.
I'll just sit here and continue to be emotional support and hold an action just in case that Martin tries to come and fuck with me with chill touch.
My hamster
Your
is
ears
getting
might
antsy.
be ringing slightly
If we
though.
be adventurers, let us adventure.
Tanaga.
Alright, FYI, we do have another community reroll. If you accept that from Wolfab.
We'll do that one for right now, and just we can do it as a team rerolled or a community luck point.
Well, that's basically what it is.
Yeah. So you'll
So-
have 2 in the bank.
Yeah. For the new people, because I don't think this has been explained, we do have our viewers that can redeem ethereal influence. They can either help or hinder us, and in this case, they're choosing to help. By giving us ethereal influence. In this case, we've got 2 community re-rolls, or luck points, basically. Whatever you want to call them. Just a little FYI. Alright, so Stanaga and company will launch energy beams. 1 against you, 1 against you, and 1 against you.
The first one passes, and the last one passes.
So 12 failed?
The 17 and the 17 hit. The 5 did not.
I don't see the rolls.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so on your end, you're seeing succeed or fail.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
So fail means that I hit.
Fail means you hit.
So...
Okay, so 2 hit, 1 missed.
Okay. Which one?
I'll get a hang of this, I swear. Number 6 and number 14.
They failed?
No, you hit them. You missed number 12.
So they failed.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll learn these terminologies.
Terminologies?
Terminologies.
Alrighty. Now we get our temp HP back.
Rebel number 6 is gonna listen to his fallen comrade and attack you, Stanaga. He's gonna try to anyway. He's gonna try his little furry might.
If he's moving away from me, doesn't he get don't I get an attack of opportunity?
You would.
Yep. Go ahead.
So for attack of opportunities, I can how do I roll weapon attack?
So on your actions tab, up at the top of that, you should see a weapons section. It gets automatically added from weapons that you add to your inventory. And you should...
So sorry.
So you should see some weapons listed on there. Unless you didn't actually...
No, Stenoga helped me build a character sheet. So do I take the blank D20 plus 4 and just drag it over to the character name?
One sec. Stenoga, would you go into the characters and right-click on his character sheet and clear owner on it, please?
Yep. Let's see. Characters. Where's he at? Alright.
Alright, let me just take a look at the sheet.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, so you do have an inventory. It looks like you've got a dagger and a rapier. And then on the actions tab, if you can, are you looking at the stream?
1 second.
Yeah. Just figured it'd be easier to show you this way.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm looking at the string.
Okay, so let me make sure that the... Okay, it is your dex. Good, it is. So, right here, this is your actions tab. You got rapier. I assume that's what you'll attack with. So you click and drag this +4 box, drop it onto the target. I'll let you actually roll it, but... And then Stenoga will tell us whether you hit or miss, and then you click and drag from this box and drop it on them.
You hit.
Well, I'm gonna let Everglow actually roll it, but I was just demonstrating. Gotcha. Go ahead and release the character sheet again.
So I drag and drop the damage thing on the initiative order and then again on the chat box, right?
No.
Yep.
You click and drag the D20 die with the +4. That is your attack box. You click and drag that first, and then Stenoga will tell you whether you hit or miss. And if you hit, then you get to roll the damage. And you just drop them onto their onto the initiative track thing.
Okay. I think I understand.
You have to re-click your character.
I don't see my icon in the top.
You need
corner.
to go to the characters menu on the right-hand side. There you go.
There you go.
Alright, so as, like, it's trying to leave, she just kind of, like, cocks her head, but it's like, oh, I don't think you're going anywhere.
You hit the first time. You just gotta roll damage now.
Alright.
You hit the second time, too, and that's not damage.
Yeah, the damage is the box to the right of the +4 one. And you need to drop
there you go.
You need to drop it on them on the combat tracker.
Oh, okay, let me do that again.
No worries.
Yeah, I rolled 20, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm explaining things. Plus, you know, viewers who may want to learn about Fantasy Grounds can also learn from what I'm explaining here, so it's all good. And then the damage gets automatically applied to the target, but that didn't take it out, so it's able to move.
Yep. And again, vengeance. It's gonna try vengeance. Can I have a crit failure card?
You absolutely can.
I know you're so.
I'm assuming this wasn't a tail attack, so we'll draw a different one.
It was the bite. Little
Yeah.
fangs.
Off form. You have a disadvantage on melee attacks for 1d8 rounds.
Okay. He's gonna try to claw ya. Hey, kitty. I know, kitty. I know, I wrote that on himself. I rolled the same number. It hits. Let's see. And you're gonna take 2 points of damage. Hey, kitty.
All
Yes,
right.
I'm playing. And that's the end, as it just kind of latches onto you. And just goes, Viva la resistance! I can't speak! You killed my third cousin!
Well, he shouldn't have been trying to steal from us. You don't steal from family.
I was fine with you leaving, but we kind of need the longboat.
It's all the, from the longboat.
If you want
Vesper.
to make a raft, I'm fine with you making a raft with some of the spare timbers and cloth, but we need the boat.
Vesper.
Oh,
Your
sorry.
turn.
You said it was my turn?
Yep.
Who's in front of me?
Well, the closest you would be is to, like, the remaining Martins, so.
I accidentally clicked down in the new order. So I'm just gonna, so is there anything within 5 feet of me?
Number 6.
Oh, he's still within my,
It's not a big deck where you guys are at. It's longer than it is wider.
well, then I guess I'm gonna try poison spray again.
Right. They failed.
Alright, then I roll damage on the thing.
Yep.
It looks like you already rolled damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it in reverse order. I didn't know if that affected it. So yeah, whatever damage I rolled.
Damage! Oh, then I hit. Martin just goes limp as it just slides off of you like a wet leaf on a piece of glass, Tanaga, as it hits the ground.
You never mess with the snake's bite. You're welcome! She kind of gives like a peppy wave and then just kind of like just composes herself.
Tanaga, it's your turn.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm working on the character cards. We're trying
That's
to.
fine.
Alright, so Stanoga is going to do a mind thrust. We'll do it against this one. Then the other two will do the rainbow attacks there and there.
Let's see.
So literally just read off, success, fail, down the line.
Failure, success, success.
Cool. So then that one gets that. Baboosh!
Boom.
That
I'll
is
be a
it.
master in this in no time.
Ah, you're getting there.
Where is the sheet? Oh no, I closed my sheet. Okay, that's fine. 12, just gonna go. We will live in infancy. And it will go, number 12 is gonna go attack, Stenoga. That did not work. Why did that not work? Oh, look, there we go. Oh, because it's in edit mode. That would explain that. He's gonna beef that one. And he's gonna beef the other one. So they both miss. By like beef. He beefs so much it's jerky at this point. Rose, it's your turn.
Okay, so Martin Rebel 14 is still against the railing. He hasn't moved.
Nope.
And Martin Rebel 12, where are they at?
They're on, quote unquote, on top of Danaga.
Ooh, that would be a precise hit.
I thought they were on top of Stenoga. Not Stenaga.
Stenaga, tomato.
I am... You know what? YOLO. I'm going to attempt to use Racial Kick to dislodge them. I only get a +3 instead of the normal +6 that I get to unarmed strikes, but if it successfully connects, they have to do a strength saving throw +10 to not be knocked 5 feet back and knocked prone.
Roll it. It's gonna hit.
So do abilities, natural weapon kick. Yeah, it's 10 plus my strength modifier. My strength modifier is +1, so you have to beat 11 to not be knocked 5 feet back and knocked prone.
Strength.
Yeah, strength.
How far are you gonna kick him?
5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's meant for knocking things prone, not for like sending them flying.
You're gonna bunny pop him.
FYI, Rosalia, I did change that a little bit. It's 8 plus proficiency plus your strength modifier.
Oh.
Same DC right now, but later on it will go up as a result.
All right. All right. So that did successfully connect.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I should end my turn, shouldn't I?
So there's an unconscious Marta next to me, right?
Yes.
How do I send a message just to the DM?
Easiest just to PM them on Discord.
I sent you a DM. Okay. So I'm just looking around, and all the Martins seem to be dealing with. So he's just going to go back at looking at his map. He's not even gonna hold an action. He's just gonna go back to staring at his map.
Okay. Number 14 just gets up. I can do this all day. And he's gonna go lunge.
And not.
And he's gonna try with all his fuzzy little might. He's gonna try to attack the big bad wolf. That's the closest they can get. Okay, he's gonna bite your tail.
Stumbling around at 2 HP. I didn't hear no bell.
You take 5 points of damage. And he's gonna try to claw at you. Gonna hit. And you're gonna take 4 more. Alright, there you go. This is just mighty jaws of doom. Just go, rah!
See, I didn't care for the Martins, and now they're making me care a lot.
That's what rebellion does. Let's get rid of him. Boom. Oh, he's gone. Boom. Eliza, it's your turn.
So is 12 still up? Like, is he still up and walking around?
Yep.
She is going to just kind of walk over to him and just like slap him real quick with chill touch. And I drag that over to the huh. Chill touch too. Is that how that works?
So you're gonna go to where chill touch is. If you hit that little hourglass to your right next to the shield looking thing, it's gonna drop down a bunch of stuff. You're gonna press and hold the cast button and drag that over to the number 12 on the combat tracker.
Yep. It's not, I can't figure it out.
If you just want to click it and then drag it over.
Let me go and show, like I did with Vesper. Release the sheet, and Eliza, would you go to the stream, please? And I'll show you on the screen how to do it.
Nope, that's the wrong one. I want notes.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Let me know once you're on the stream.
Yep, it's floating.
No worries.
This is also one of the
There we go.
reasons I planned it for today, too.
There we go.
Alright. So down here on your Actions tab, you'll need to click the magnifying glass over to the right here. Oh, my mouse isn't showing, is it? Well, either way. So the magnifying glass to the right of the spell, And then here you see you've got the attack. So that's what you will click and then drag it over onto your target. And then just drop it onto them in the combat tracker. And it'll automatically roll it into the chat as well. So with that hitting, then you would click and drag this damage field onto them and drop it onto them. I'm not going to do so because, you know, I didn't roll it. You can also, then, in this case with Chill Touch, where you've got the, you make them have disadvantage on their next attack, you'll click and drag this effect onto them and just drop it onto them if you hit. Okay?
Gotcha.
Now, real quick, while I've got this, in the case of, like, Toll the Dead here, where you've got a save instead, you just drop that save on them instead of the attack. And, of course, with Toll the Dead, it's got the 2 different damages because, you know, with Toll the Dead, you do more damage if they're missing any hit points. Alright, go ahead and release them back to them.
Sorry, I got the cat on the back of my chair rubbing on my face.
To get your sheet back, you'll need to click the characters menu over on the right-hand side, Eliza.
Yep, I got it.
Alright, if you just want to roll that again. And while you do that, give me 1 second. Cat, what are you doing? Alright, I'm back.
I think what the problem is that on my end, I'm not seeing an hourglass.
It's a magnifying glass.
There we go. That's what the problem is.
No worries.
That would explain it.
You do want to make sure you drop it onto them in the combat tracker. The combat tracker is the swords crossed. Okay, you got it.
Yep, like that.
I'd say we count the first attack, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I was gonna count that.
So did the first one hit?
Yep.
Okay.
I said yes, but my cat muted me.
I thought that was a Twitch notification.
Same.
Well, no, the meow was Toshime playing it on the stream.
You can hear my cat purring in the background sometimes.
So anyways, that hits, so now you'll roll damage onto Martin Rebel 12. And again, drop it onto them in the combat tracker.
Misclicked. Anyways, alright. So like that.
So that was the attack again. Down below it, there's a damage. DMG.
Oh, okay. Well, alright. I figured it out, but I'm very sad about the roll.
Look,
Hey.
one damage can save or end lives.
It can. Also, there is an effect with Chill Touch that you can also click and drag onto Martin Rebel 12. And so when Stanoga rolls, it'll automatically apply disadvantage to its attack.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have a Martin video request.
Pick up the Martin. You're getting a call.
Through my audio, it just sounds like a rock tumbler.
Well, that's influence for Stanoga to come up with.
Okay.
Originally, it was just a Martin video. Now it's influence, so...
Sure. Okay, I got something for that.
So, Rosalia, you're the one picking up? Rosalia?
Oh, shit. Sorry. Multitasking.
Well, is that a yes or no?
Is it actually ringing?
Yes!
Yes.
Then yes, I pick it up. Sorry, someone requested a Martin GIF and then there's a ringing noise, so I thought that's what the noise was. I thought that I was joking.
Originally, it was just a Martin video, but then they changed it to an influence.
Oh.
For an
Okay, so
actual call.
I'm not crazy and distracted.
Correct.
Okay.
So now you're
So that
answering
was
the
true.
phone for Stanoga.
Okay, I got an idea. Okay. You answer the phone as the sound of a Martin rock tumbler goes. And you hear the voice of, hello, how are you doing?
Who is this?
My name is Martin of the Martins.
I don't believe you.
Not many do. Purr. Doesn't actually purr. Says purr.
Are you drunk?
I am neither drunk nor sober. I am here nor there. What can I do the pleasure for ya?
You called us.
I merely call when I'm needed to.
Stanoga, you understand your people better than I do. Could you explain this?
Oh, this isn't one of our people.
Who's this again?
Martin of the Martins. Nice to meet you.
Oh, no, he says he's a Martin. If this is a case of stolen valor, then I think that you should deal with it.
Fortunately, I cannot deal with it as it's your call.
Okay, where's the hang up button on this? Do I just boop the nose? Do I tweak the ear? What do I do?
You don't want to hang up on a Martin of the Martins. Bad things follow. Bad juju.
Yeah, but here's the thing. One of the Martins of the Martin, Talkie, just said that you aren't the Martin of Talkie, Martin, which means that you aren't a Martin. And if you aren't a Martin, then I need... Again, how do I hang this thing up?
You boop the nose.
Boop. So is everyone calmed down? Is everyone, on a light simmer?
The last two remaining alive Martins just kinda... We're good. This is not what we signed up. We were promised golden eggs. This is not what it was.
If you would like relocated, simply fill out the form and we will have you relocated to another destination.
Where's a pen?
Down in the hold.
He's gonna carry his buddy.
Alright, so combat over.
Yep.
Well, in that case... Hi, I'm Stenoga. And I'm Stenaga. And those are directed at Vesper and Eliza.
She kind of casually bows and says, "It's nice to meet you, fellows." And she hands Naga a business card.
Stenaga will eat it.
It's lemon flavored.
Excellent.
What is it with him and fruit? What is it with Z and Z is the name of the guy that we're... Never mind. I'm just waiting for the apples to go away.
It's nice to meet you both. So why did you hit us with a rainbow beam earlier?
Because you're intruders. But you assisted us, so now we could go ahead and allow you to stay, provided the captain agrees to it, and the proper paperwork is filled out.
The Martin captain was hiding behind a barrel of pickles. Just goes,
That one is an imposter.
outside another rebellion.
Actually, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, aren't all of you on like a psychic network thing? So you're basically just like a gestalt?
I do not know what you mean by that.
All the Martins of the Martin Talkie and Martin Talkie Martin. Aren't
It's
you
the Martin
all,
Talkie and Talkie network.
That's what I said. Aren't you all on like one network?
Yes. But they can disconnect themselves from it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I get nothing beyond that. I'm just going to sit down and start trying to get rid of the tinnitus. So I'm just kind of, mop.
So,
Take 11 points of scatter damage.
Rosalia and Shiro, I think we need to make our figure out who's going to be acting captain.
Shiro is busy making himself a meal.
Yeah,
he is.
Timber will eventually return because he's indestructible like that. I don't want to be the captain when he comes back because he might say we need to fight or something. So yeah, Shiro can have the job.
Shiro, do you want the job?
Wait, what was that? He looks up from his meal.
All right, Shiro is now the captain of the ship. You will need to fill out proper paperwork. We will have it delivered to your new quarters by the end of the day.
I'd like to fill out paperwork to petition a reduction in the amount of paperwork.
We have the stack for that.
Stack?
Yes, it is a collection of 27 different forms that will need to be filled out.
You know what? Sure, I barely do anything on this ship anymore since you guys handle all of the rigging, all of the repairs, all of the maintenance. Yeah, I've got time to fill out 27 forms.
We don't handle any of that. We only handle the pantry and security.
Hey, who's been handling the rigging?
Shit
We don't
falls
know.
apart.
I
You know
suppose
what?
we could put the
Actually-
2 new people to that.
To be perfectly honest, I actually did think that they maintained the entire ship. I thought that was kind of the whole shtick.
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
because
Shit.
they didn't want to. I was under the impression that
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I mean, at that point in time, Rose and the gnome were the only 2 people on the crew with thumbs.
I mean, I have mage hand, so technically I can sometimes use it.
Yeah, but it's got a significant pull limit, which means that for drawing sails and stuff like that, it would be limited in what it could do.
Yeah.
If it can do anything.
Is Shiro just a regular wolf?
Yep.
I have been avoiding talking in front of you guys. No, I'm not a noble wolf. I can actually talk, but I have avoided talking in front of you guys because I don't know you guys yet.
So basically, to explain, Shiro and the Martin twins, they are all what are called noble animals, meaning they're basically sentient feral animals.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. I thought these were all anthro.
Nope. Nope, the Martin twins are relatively itty-bitty. They're about the size of a large house cat.
A toaster.
So I'm gonna walk up to Rosalia and say, "So you're wanting me to be captain?"
Yes.
Okay. So then he grins at you, and then he's gonna say, "Well, you are now my subordinate, and you can fill out all the paperwork. Here you go."
Yeah, but it requires your signature, and I can't forge things. That would be illegal.
Actually,
Okay.
we
I'll just-
do have a form that Shiro can fill out. In fact, with his limitation, we could go ahead and have it all filled out already. And he just needs to put his signature on it. And thus, your signature will count for his in all matters that he permits.
The extent that I could do anything is probably plant a paw on it, since I can't actually read.
They count that as a signature.
I feel like this is what they did in that one town when they elected a golden retriever mayor.
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
You know what? Fine. I'll do the paperwork, but that's only so that I can start to destroy the system from the inside so that eventually we don't have to do all of this paperwork all the time.
Oh, you seem like you have your priorities straight. I'm glad I have you as a subordinate.
I'll sub your ordinate. So, produce the stack of papers and I can start working on that. And we have our headings, so you two, you both have thumbs. Do you know how to handle rigging? Do you know how to direct sails?
No, I am an archaeologist. That is about it. I don't do sales.
I do sell sales, but not the kind of boating you're speaking of.
Eliza's human, right? As you say that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to them too and say, "Well, since no one else said it, welcome to the Swole Wind, and at least you'll be better than 20% of the crew here."
By the way, that's swole as in swollen, not swill as in drunken. I noticed the bird earlier said swill, and I've been thinking about a drunk person farting ever since.
Also, I hope you aren't surprised that I can talk.
Nah, I've seen weirder things in my travel. Nice to meet you.
and just shot rainbow beams at you. Okay, I'll go prepare some papers to give you a cheat sheet so that you can start learning how to handle working with the rigging, determining wind velocity, direction, so on and so forth. The basics of how to, exist on a sailing vessel, because on a ship everyone's supposed to do something.
If Shira
That's
would like
fair.
us to help with that, we can go ahead and do so. He just needs to approve of the proper paperwork.
Wait, Eliza or me? I didn't hear what you said.
Shiro.
Shiro.
Oh, okay. Where's the stuff?
One of the loyalist Martins comes back, goes down to the bottom, and comes back like 5 minutes later with a very large stack of papers, as well as a tray of ink. All right, so you're going to need to put your signature here, 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 and on this sheet you're going to need to do it here, and on this one, probably, you can't really initial, so just your normal paw print will do. And he's just walking you through how to sign all of it.
Vesper's gonna ask him, can I get a couple extra copies of those? I have, and she air quotes, other people who want to sign.
You have people that want to sign what?
Oh, the correct information, and she kind of bends down and whispers into the air, basically, it's my other aliases, gotta cover my tracks.
Oh, in that case you need the alias form filled out.
She just smiles, it's like, why, thank you, I would love to fill it out. And then when she gets all the forms, she starts filling it out.
See, now this is how you do things properly, Rosalia.
The paperwork looks like a mess because they're just being stepped on. They're literally just being stepped on.
I'm going to take this map, I'm going to consult it against our charts, and hopefully there's a functioning sextant somewhere on this ship.
Who needs sextants when you can navigate by stars?
That's what the sextant is for. You do know what a sextant is, Shiro?
Yes. No, I don't know what a sextant is, but who needs a sextant when you can just navigate by the stars?
The sextant allows you to navigate by star much more precisely so that you can determine your location to within a couple kilometers.
That's such a silly invention.
I'm going to go now. I'm just walking off to the aft castle.
So what do we do about recovering HP?
We'll need a long rest or short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I guess Vesper's just gonna find a corner to sit down and take a long rest to get all her health back.
So long rests basically are sleeping. Short rest is an hour, long rest is 8 hours.
Yep.
How far away are we from our destination?
We haven't even started moving towards a destination, so probably...
No.
Yeah.
That's why Rose is checking the charts to find out exactly where the ship's at so that she can get a heading.
Rosalia, you should probably take this. I basically... Oh, yeah, wait, never mind. You already have a copy.
Yeah, I already took the map.
I made a copy of it.
Do you guys have a messaging system, or do you just kind of wait for mail to come to you?
Absolutely. Our mail is handled by the UMPS.
Oh no.
Shira's just
Just
gonna
distant
face
groan
paw.
from the navigator's room.
Shira's gonna facepaw and accidentally cover his face with the ink that's still on his forepaws. And then he's
Luckily,
just gonna
the
step
ink was
away.
black, so you know.
Then
It
he's
just
just
looks
gonna
like a
step away
tattoo.
because all the paperwork has been stepped on.
Great, great. I just wanted to message my family and let them know that I'll be out longer than I thought I would.
Alternatively,
just a
you
little.
can make a live call through the MT&T service. Do they have a Martin phone?
Oh,
They do not.
No, I don't think either one of them do.
Oh, all right. In about an hour, we can we can have a United Martin Postal Service representative arrive to deliver your mail.
Hey, DM, would my husband and or wife kill the Barton?
Actually, it would be a ferret that delivers the letter.
Ferrets are expendable.
Oof.
I would say your wife maybe. Husband probably not.
How do I open the map back up? I'd closed it a little bit ago, and I can't get the thing open again. I don't know where to go.
It could be images.
Yeah, just
There we
be careful. My wife, she tends to, they have trigger fingers, as it were.
Not to worry, all Martins and Martin Associates are covered under our extensive health insurance policy.
Does that health insurance help with death?
Of course! What health insurance policy wouldn't?
Just making sure.
You hear one of the rebels from underneath. The ones on the ship.
You chose to leave the MT&T service, therefore you are no longer covered.
You hear him like start mumbling about another rebellion, but he just gets real quiet.
This is freaking BS, man. I'm gonna rebel. You're gonna see. I'm gonna be the captain one day.
All right. Sounds like everybody's doing paperwork and scouting a map. Who was
Oh, no, I
who
think
was
the
with?
paperwork's finished. At least
Who was,
Shiro's paperwork is.
Yeah, who was mapping the map?
I mean, for navigation purposes, because Shiro made a copy of it, but now I'm currently plotting our course.
Yes.
And I'm there because I'm just interested in the maps in general, even though I can't read what the names say.
Go ahead and roll me either survival or nature.
Who?
Rose.
Oof.
May I assist?
You may assist because you are captain, and you have dog-like senses.
I think we know where we're going.
You just a little bit. So it takes a little bit to get your bearings. You got a brand new map. You gotta look at the sky, the winds, to calculate how far you've sailed from your initial place to where you're at now. You find. Let's see if I can pin. I pinned it during when I was setting everything up, and now I can't remember how to fit. Okay, anyway. So you find that you're about 2.5 days from Vatpor, and then you're going to be about a week, maybe a week and a half, depending on weather, from your destination from there.
So wait, how far would we be from Vapora?
From Vapora, it will be a week. a half a week if you run into bad weather, which is a constant thing.
Hang on,
at sea.
wait. So it'll take longer if we don't hit bad weather?
Well,
it-
think
it
about
takes
it.
a
Bad
week.
weather equals high winds.
Yeah, it. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, no,
okay.
it takes a week. Yeah, if you hit bad weather and you use it to your advantages, it will be shorter, but you're hitting bad weather. If not, it's going to be slower process.
So it's a matter of, do we take the safe route and avoid any thunderheads on the horizon, or do we say, hey, let's hook a hook shot off that?
Yep.
So, I guess I'd be asking, how are our supplies doing? That'd determine whether or not it'd be a good idea to stop at Vapora.
Whatever happened to the large crate of eggs that was being carried off?
Oh, yeah,
After
that's
the
right, they
battle,
were
that was
obsessed with that.
very quickly and promptly moved below decks to back to the pantry. Martopia.
You know, Shiro, I've been meaning to ask, what are eggs like, as far as, you know, a food item? Because the Martin seemed really obsessed with them, and I don't understand carnivores, so.
They're crunchy.
Okay, but there are lots of other things that are crunchy too.
Nods.
I don't understand the fascination they have with them is all.
That might be a question to ask them, as I prefer meat over eggs.
I've learned that it's a good idea not to question people about their religion.
Shiro's just gonna tilt his head in confusion because he does not know what you mean by that.
Okay, somebody clip that, please.
I had to mute myself.
So while Shiro and Rosalia are doing navigation, I'm assuming Stanaga and Stanaga are doing the pantry stuff. What are Eliza and Vesper up to?
So Vesper she's just kind of sitting down in kind of like a nearby corner and just kind of relaxing, shuffling her business cards. Is just kind of like looking out to the edge of the sea and like whistling to herself.
So while
Eliza's right.
Shiro and Rosalia are doing navigation, I'm assuming. Huh? Oh, was that?
Oh, I remembered that I can clip stuff. So I'm going to do it real quick. So you guys are going to hear it a little bit.
For meat over eggs.
I've learned.
So what's Eliza up to?
You know,
Eliza's just writing that letter to her husband and wife, and
Okay.
vibing, chilling out.
Okay. Oh, so why were we heading to this place again, Rosalia?
Give me just a sec, guys. I'm going to clip this and then we'll move on. Unless somebody else did. Or is.
Or just click the publish button. You know, Shiro,
Give
I've
it
been
a
meaning
sec.
to ask, what are eggs like, as far as, you know, a food item? Because I don't understand the.
Shiro's just gonna tilt his head in confusion because he does not know what you mean by that.
Okay, somebody clip that, please. Martopia.
Shiro's just gonna tilt his head in confusion because he does not know what you mean by that.
Okay, somebody. Okay, we're good. Moving on. Oh, thank you,
I
Toshime.
don't know the truth anymore.
Okay, moving on. We're good.
Speaking of Eliza and Vesper, we're gonna wind the clock back a little bit before we get to your current mission. To find out how you guys got transported by a crow to the ship. We will go with Eliza first.
All right.
You find yourself doing what you normally do in a library, conducting research, flipping through tomes, old scrolls, and dusty books, looking for your next aha moment. Uh, Being an archaeologist, it's somewhat profitable uh, and well rewarding in many ways, but you've recently hit a cold drag. It seems like everything in the world has already been discovered and rediscovered and discovered again. So you're looking for your next thrill, your next loop of education. When you see a tall, thin, bird-like creature walk up next to you, sits down and just looks at you and goes, "Well, my employer has a special offer for you for a new adventure."
Well, what kind of adventure are we talking?
Old ruins, ancient civilizations, bodies. No, the fun stuff.
Sounds pretty run of the mill to me. And she flips a page through the book she's reading.
It would, except for you're gonna go places where no one else has gone. Unmarked islands and lands.
Really now?
Mm-hmm. And he rolls out a map, this world map. And you notice there's a couple odd things right off the bat. One, there's a bunch of small islands that you have never recognized. And two, the center of the map, that area that says the void, you don't recall seeing that on any other map you've looked before.
Right. And where did you get this map? How do I know you didn't just make it up?
Oh, it's real. My employer is very well informed. Are you interested?
Well, I'm not interested.
Well, that's good enough for me. And its beak opens up and swallows you whole.
Ah, fun.
Switching over. Vesper,
Yes.
you find yourself running away from a crowd of angry people. Your cart was destroyed as you hear people screaming in a bunch of different languages, calling for your blood as you round a corner and hide behind a trash can. The
Bazinga.
mob runs past you. The mob runs past you, its cries echoing in the old streets. Next to you is a rather thin-looking, bird-like creature going, "Well, it seems like you got yourself in a rather weird predicament as usual."
Well, not every cell can go 100%. I do have in very fine text, buyer beware.
Sly one you are. How would you like to go someplace where they don't know your name or face, and to make more gold than you can imagine?
She kind of looks around and like over her shoulder is like, well, I think I just kind of burnt a bunch of bridges here, so I'm up for a new venture.
Good enough for me! Its maw opens up and just swallows you in the back alley.
It goes eep right before she gets swallowed.
Didn't I see that in Banjo-Kazooie?
Yep. And back to the current thing. Alright. So Rosalind and Rose and Shiro, what are you guys doing?
Well,
look-
I'm going to.
Go ahead.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm thinking that we can put it to a vote unless there's any dire need for restock to determine whether or not we'll stop at Vapora or just sail on by it.
Oh, where is our target goal again?
The unnamed island north of Anuvia. Oh wait, I'm being stupid. Vesper and Eliza just kind of got yanked into this. They might like to get some proper equipment for seafaring.
So yeah, we should probably stop by Vapora, get them equipped.
Alright then, that means that we need a heading of 263. Full sail, looks like we should be there in now 4 or 5 days. Assuming fair winds.
Well, it looks like you have it handled, so.
Yeah, but if the Martins are refusing to handle managing the sales, I'm going to be running hopping, either way, all over to keep on top of that. So don't expect me to be able to fulfill any other duties until they're trained up.
Shira's gonna cast Mage Hand and use that to roll the map up and then wave it at Rosalia.
I would like to point out that the paperwork was filled out, so the Martins are already working on the rigging and such as well.
Well, okay then. Just kind of takes one step out, sees that they're all over. We're already at full sail. We've already adjusted the heading. Just slowly backs back into the the map room. Like, okay, well that's dealt with. What do you need?
You just get some rest.
I think that would be a good idea.
Anybody want to do anything else? Stonoga and Stegnaga?
I mean, there's only 6 Martins, including the twins now. And that's where we're going to keep that number for permanent crew. I think that's a fair number.
That's acceptable.
For the record, the 4 extras are only going to be in combat on the ship. They're crew rather than adventuring with us.
Yeah, they are the skeleton crew that remains behind anytime there are shore operations.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got a couple of other crew members. I'd be okay with kind of foregoing most of them except for one that was an influence one. The Swedish chef who handles the cooking.
I forgot all about the Swedish chef.
The Swedish, what is it, the Tengu?
Yes.
Or Kenku chef.
Yeah, it was a
because
Kenku.
his tongue was all because his tongue was cut out, so he sounds like the Swedish chef when he talks. And he's a barbarian because nothing's more horrifying than a giant bird coming at you with a cleaver.
And since I can't really remember the rest, unless anybody else wants to keep any of the rest, I'd be okay with just moving on without them.
They got sacrificed in the mutiny.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah. So it's just, I remember because we had the joke of, you commit to bacon, you become the bacon.
So yeah, the Martins are doing their best, but they are still small and can only do so much on their own.
Liza or Vesper, anything else you want to do before we cut to the next adventure parts?
Vesper would probably just kind of, after resting a little bit, would just eventually just start wandering around the ship just to get kind of the lay of how the ship is set up.
Just realized a little bit of flavor regarding that bird. if they're a kinku, then that means that they have the whole bird head tracking thing. And ships are constantly bobbing and bouncing, which means from below decks, the perspective would be their head is constantly wiggling around all the time.
Or like their
Oh,
head
their
is
head?
stationary in their
Yeah.
body bounces.
Yeah, it's technically the head doesn't move. It's the body that's moving.
But from the perspective of somebody who's on the ship, below decks with no reference of the outside horizon, yeah.
Yeah. Eliza?
No, I'll just have Butternut, my familiar, just look around the ship for me, so I don't have to stop reading.
Okay.
Butternut is a great horned owl.
The ship itself, it's not a big ship, but by far it's not small either. It's got 2 magic cannons, 1 normal cannon, a couple living quarters, a somewhat spacious captain's quarters. Nothing to marvel at, but nothing like that ship's gonna sink halfway through its journey. It's a pretty somewhat average boat. Good, strong sailing ship.
Damn it,
Gotcha.
Shiro. I just saw what you posted in Red Flag.
I'll just let Butternut go do whatever Butternut wants to do.
Butternut is circling the carnage on top of the deck.
Good for him.
What carnage? There's only really technically one dead Martin.
He's not looking at the Martin carnage. Okay, so the next couple days are going to be uneventful. However, so about once a day or so, I'm gonna call in a group member. One of you are gonna roll a flat D20. Magic.
Just a quick little side thing. Something that I would be doing at least once per day is meditating. And Rosa's method of meditating is to be playing her pan flute out on the decks. Just thinking that the bard might take notice of that, so I figured I'd mention it.
She would kind of cock an eye and then walk over to you, seeing you play your flute. Oh, so you like to play musical instruments as well?
It helps give me focus. Clears my mind. Keeps the rage at bay.
I too like a good tune. And she kind of sits down there and she takes out her musical instrument, which happens to be the spoons.
Oh no. Bard?
I love this.
A bard? A bard that plays the spoons.
Yep.
Riveting.
And here I thought that we had peaked at raining salt. Oh no, this rabbit hole gets so much worse.
She also has a harmonica on her too, so.
Well, I'm sure that a practiced bard playing the spoons, plus an accomplished novice playing the pan flute could probably rock out some very unique sea shanties.
Yep, they just have to be a spoonful.
Get out.
Never.
Unfortunately, you do not have a say in this, and congratulations. You're going in the well.
Starting one stage. He's probably confused to what happened.
I honestly thought that I was the one that was going in the well when you said that.
No, they're the one that made the pun. Have you learned
But I
your
was
lesson,
doing-
Everglow?
I did the badumch, and I thought it was me that was being sent in.
He outpunned you.
Oh yeah. So is like the well an actual like a small well that you get thrown into?
So we've got several additional voice channels, as you probably could tell. We got the Timeout Well, the Timeout Lake, the Pit of Death, the Stratosphere, the Sun, and the Black Hole.
Depending on the
you just
severity
get
of the pun.
You get thrown into the next level of the timeout area.
Yeah, exactly. So if you make a simple pun, then that's the well. If you're trying to be way too punny, that's the lake. If you make dad jokes, then you get sent to the stratosphere. If you're Zim, you get sent to the black hole. You know, so on and so forth.
Oh, I'm going to be spending a lot of time in those then.
No, it's not the severity. You go level by level, and if you continue after the black hole, it's okay, it resets each session, but you know, if you go to the black hole, then next step is ban.
It's like Dante's Inferno, but wetter.
Wait, wetter? How is the sun wet?
Alright, well then I'll try to keep the puns to a minimum.
You won't actually get banned, it's just a joke thing.
No, yeah.
Oh, I know, but myself, I'm going to try, because I am a sucker for a good bad pun.
Oh no.
I mean, it's funny that I went, but because my tool proficiency is actually with the drums, so.
Oh no. So we got spoons, drums, we got a flute. We just need a string instrument up here.
If someone says you have a pretty face, I'm done.
Don't worry, the Martins will handle the laser show. You know, the special effects.
Just performing a concert in the middle of the ocean.
So
Vesper
who wants
also
to
has a harmonica too, so she could play that while she's playing the spoons.
Of course you would.
Alright, Eliza, what instrument are you going to be picking up?
Okay, we're actually doing this. Okay.
Wait, what do I?
A triangle.
I love it.
Wait, no, the ship has a bell, right?
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Just taking a random piece of metal and just banging it on the bell, using it as a triangle.
This works. This is within my musical capabilities.
stealth is thy not name for this boat?
It just did a checkpoint, but now I want to murder you.
Anyway,
Bloodlust.
who's going to be the offering or sacrifice for this first D20 of the campaign?
I will.
Okay.
I do want
Everybody
to point
sacrifice
out
for
real
pride, I'm
quick.
good.
So the first day that you would wake up on the ship, Eliza and Vesper, you will find a paper stuck to your face.
Free paper! Yeah!
That was perfect timing.
That is a long one.
They really, really like paper. You don't understand.
That was like perfect timing.
So yeah, you'll find paper, a piece of a slip of paper attached to your face.
Vesper goes ahead and reads it.
It reads simply meal ticket.
All right. I guess I go to get. Is it?
Yep.
I go get.
Yeah, Rose had offhandedly mentioned when you had arrived that the paperwork's so bad she even has to fill it out in order to get breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know whether or not that would click or not. Oh yeah, that's what the meal tickets are.
The Martins deliver a meal ticket to all of the crew every morning before they wake up, and you need to use the meal ticket to get food.
Is the meal ticket a one-time use, or is it good for the entire day?
The entire day. Well, it's 3-time use, you know.
So each ticket has 3 notches on it, and we can trade and barter them with each other. So if you want to do gambling, you can gamble your meals.
Oh, I like that.
They're basically ration cards.
Real
Cool.
quick,
I
do want to point out for Stanoga, on the combat tracker, you'll see a menu button.
Yep.
Click that, and you can do a long rest for us.
I learned I grow more powerful each second.
And that automatically sets us back to full health and spell slots and whatnot.
I guess Vesper's heading to the mess hall.
Yep, so is Eliza.
I just realized Shiro, Eliza, and Vesper all have the exact same HP.
I just saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all like kind of squishy spellcasters.
Anyways, what I was going to say before...
You're squishy.
What I was going to say before I noticed that, let's hear your best impression of the Swedish chef.
Currently, he's out sick.
No, you can't just pull that. Well, I guess you technically can, but no.
Give me one
Shiro's
second.
gonna be taking his meal on the main deck.
I'm eating a good and plenty real quick.
Oh, that's
Alright,
perfect.
alright.
If you have a full mouth, you can do the voice better.
No. No. No.
just that dejected no.
You can stop now.
Me.
You can stop. You can go back to your normal voices.
You can go back to your chef duties.
So Shiro, you were...
You didn't sound like a monkey.
The Martins would have made sure to bring you a nice your breakfast to you.
And
it's basically
after
just a
spending-
plate of raw meat.
Yeah, and it's still gonna be on the main deck because that's where I sleep.
after spending so long staring at incorporeal apples, Rose is now craving them. So I would have just gotten a couple apples, and I'm up on deck eating them.
We're sorry, but those aren't on the menu for today.
And some type of fruit item.
We have kiwis.
That'll be fine.
I should have said tomatoes.
That would still be fine. You underestimate just how much of a garbage disposal a rabbit actually can be.
No.
Like they will eat whatever you put in front of them. Rabbits will actually even eat certain types of meat. It'll make them sick, but they'll still eat it. They're like tiny soft goats.
Yeah.
True. So what's actually on the menu?
Writing that Shiro can't read.
Well, let's hear it from the Swedish chef.
Yeah. What's today's menu?
Oh,
I'll take
no,
this.
He always includes at least, one actual intelligible word.
Meat.
Here you got the meat, here you got the veggie, and this is a sandwich. You put the meat in the veggie in the bread, and it whoop, sandwich.
I gotta rewatch the Muppets now.
You knew this was coming!
I did, and I was confident this morning when I was driving to work. I was not so confident.
You put the cheese and tomato and go wee, munch, munch, munch.
I have homework for this week.
Your homework is to learn how to talk like the Swedish chef.
Yep.
Just
all
look
have
up
it.
the Swedish Chef compilations on YouTube. You'll be good to go.
Mhm.
Eliza just takes whatever, and then is like, she's just gonna go back to her room.
It's pretty much just
so
a meal
for
rush. It's just a
the majority
Or
majority of people.
she wants to go hang out with the talking dog she met yesterday. That's intriguing.
Oh yeah, call him a dog. I want to see what happens.
I do have one quick question that I'm going to ask now because I want the viewers to also hear. Eliza and Vesper, are you two regretting joining this group yet?
Not yet.
Is
The fact that there's a
Eliza
yet as part of that.
is Eliza regretting? Yes. Am I regretting? No.
Oh, we'll fix that later with Eliza.
I would like to point out that yet that's what we in the story writing business call foreshadowing.
Oh no, that wasn't a yet. I just can't talk properly. That was a yes.
Oh, not you. I was talking about Zim when he said, "Are you regretting joining yet?" That was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yo,
So anyways, the D20 I rolled.
yes, cool. D20. Don't worry about it.
Ominous.
You'll never get an explanation. Just know that you rolled that roll, and you rolled the roll. You'll never get to know what the roll is or what it did, but you'll feel it one day.
Mm-hmm. That's called suspension or a cliffhanger.
Suspense.
It's called one day your entire family's going to get attacked, and then you're gonna wonder which bad roll of the day that was.
They do stack.
Zim's entire family gets attacked. Allow me to elucidate on something. But whatever God decided that was the deal they would accept, did not realize what they were signing on for.
Eliza was just kind of kidnapped.
You agreed.
I said no, not really. No, I just had a baby, dude.
You're fine.
I kind of at some point do.
We'll get to that.
Oh, so you want
Eliza's a little
We-
dejected.
It's okay. We could go ahead and bring your baby here.
No.
As
Yes,
Martin
let's
shows
do
up
that.
on the deck. All right, so
No,
we
no.
need this particular child to be retrieved.
grab
and
him. I grab him and I cover his mouth. No.
That doesn't
Wait,
stop
wait.
him. He's been talking in your head the entire time.
No.
it's still the thought that counts. though.
Yeah, it's a thought.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you over the DuckTales theme song constantly playing in my head.
So we need the child to be retrieved from. Where did you say you're from?
Nowhere.
All right, we
Do
need
not
him retrieved.
do not retrieve a child from nowhere. That's how
Nowhere.
the void spawn end up happening. Do not do that.
Nowhere. There is no child.
Martin T1000 set back to gain the child.
Please don't get any kids.
Well, very well, if that is your wish. We just wanted to help.
Can they bring anything on board that you ask within reason?
With DM approval, but in character, yes, within reason.
Martin T1000, the time travel sphere is literally just a soccer ball.
I don't want a bunch of Martins to drown my baby or something by accident or
Actually,
on
it
purpose.
would-
I don't know.
Actually, it would be the delivery would be handled by our Otter associates. utilizing
Otters
otter
drown their
space
own
technology.
babies.
Wait, no, I got this. Stenoga, how dangerous is it being in a city? Now, how dangerous is it being on a combat vessel at sea? Are you saying that your organization would be knowingly and willingly contributing to the endangerment of minors?
Of course not. We would simply be providing the service as requested.
But you'd be providing the service, taking them onto a vessel which is owned and operated by Martin and Martin Taki.
We are not responsible for the poor choices of any parents.
I didn't ask for you to bring my kid on board.
I tried. I made an attempt.
So then Vesper would have a request.
Absolutely.
Well, since you can bring anything aboard, would you kindly bring me a small basket of snakes?
We are making port in a few days, and you can get all the snakes that you want when we get there.
Seems a little disheveled. Just feel like, oh, I just wanted a snake.
It depends on how much you're willing to pay.
You can get them for free if once we get there. Just go out into the forest and catch them. And then you can leave them in the forest after you're done with whatever it is you want to do with them.
How about we play a game?
Playing a game with the snakes?
No, with the Martin. On my game, I propose that if I win, I can get a snake. But if you win, I will give you 1 gold piece and I will not get a snake.
Fuck it, I'm sold. This sounds interesting.
Again,
So
so canonically, yes, they could bring anything on board, but it is up to the DM. And basically, if the DM says no, I'm just going to say shipping and handling fees are too much.
That is completely fair. DM, what do you say?
I would say where you're at right now, it wouldn't be possible to transport live animals.
She never did say they were alive.
True. If you want to bring snake meat onto the ship, I think that would be feasible.
Okay, dead snakes, that changes everything.
Well, it will be 10 gold per pound. That
I
you
will
wish
not
to-
bring your dead snakes back to life. I will not bring your dead snakes back to life.
Vesper just
Wait,
looks
what?
over at you and just kind of snaps her fingers like, damn, that's what I was planning.
Wait, that's a thing you can do?
Well, yeah, how do you think I'm one of the best archaeologists?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of that, but that makes perfect sense now.
Well, then how about we just play a game, gold coin for a gold coin?
Yeah, just so long as you're not bringing any additional wolves, foxes, or snakes on board, we're good to go.
No, I mean, I guess I can wait until we get off land, so would you like to play a game?
I would like to play a little game.
If we could play a game.
You're just going to be watching this from a distance, but also making sure the ship remains on course.
Okay, so should I start the game?
Start the game.
So, and who was she talking to again? Sorry. Like, was it Shiro?
Well,
No, she was talking to, actually, one moment. She was
Talking about
talking to Everglow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because their name changes every day. You were informed about that, right? This is out of character here.
I was, yes.
Okay, so the two Mardens, they change their names every day, and they technically all of them do, but we don't bother giving the others name. Really, it's just a play on the main one, and yeah.
It's a mystic
you do not
quirk,
remember. So you will not remember them as any other name except for the one that they are currently. But you do know that they changed their name.
So am I speaking to the one that's Everglow with the AR or the ER?
Wait, so you do know that they change their names every day, you just can't ever remember the previous ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so how would we have handled the situation where they were named Rose and she was getting very annoyed and confused over that? She would have memories of the name being hers, but not that it is Rose?
She would remember being annoyed by the name, but not why, like what the name was. So she would remember the name that they had been that day being annoying to her, but that's about it.
Normally, I don't give a damn about anyone's name. Name
by the
whatever
way,
it wants.
Vesper.
Only if it's my name, but I don't remember it being my name. I feel like I remember it being. Does anybody else taste copper?
Vesper, you notice that there's a bag of what appears to be dead snakes that just appeared in front of you?
She raises her eyes and it's like, oh, cool. And she just kind of reaches down to like pick it up.
Wait, did you say a bag of snakes just showed up?
Yep. Your hand just kind of passed through it.
Oh.
Oh, that's a mean trick.
And it disappears as soon as you touched it.
Of course. Okay, so the game she's gonna play is Two Truths and a Lie. So she basically explains to them, I'm gonna tell 3 statements about me. 2 are true, 1 is a lie. You have to guess the lie. Are you ready?
Well, I will go ahead and sit this out, as I would be able to tell from your mind what is the truth and what is the lie. So I will simply refrain from participating.
Good sportsmanship right there.
And
That
she
is
kind
a-
of bows. I appreciate it.
That is actually an ability they have. Well, it's not quite that cut and dry, but close enough.
It's like having detect thoughts on all the time.
Basically, yeah. That's exactly what it's like.
She
Except
kind
I
of
can't
looks
just-
around.
I can't just look deeper like detect thoughts actually can, but they can just be like, they know the surface thoughts.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So she's gonna look around and see if anyone else is intrigued in the game.
Sure. You're not getting gold though.
And she smiles. Well, that's fine. How about a gentleman's bet?
Sure.
Also, since you agreed to it, if you lose, you have to walk around with a business card on top of your head. Okay, good to start.
Wait, hold on.
Nope, you already agreed.
You introduced a new rule after the agreement.
Well, I am sly. And it's not the worst. You just have to put a business card on top of your head.
That's not sly though. That's just negating the agreement.
Potato, potato.
How we consult our legal team? Just the camera pan over to a bunch of Martins in suits.
Unfortunately, We will have to side with Rosalia on this. That is not proper way to do such a thing. You do have to clearly state your intentions before they agree.
She sighs. She's like, "You guys are no fun." And she like takes out like a small harmonica and just kind of starts blowing the sad walking away music from the Incredible Hulk 80s show. Just as she walks away.
So we're about to wrap up. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do?
I mean, we
Did
still got
that
another
letter I was
45
trying-
minutes.
Did that letter I was trying to send to my family get off?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Sorry.
There's one last thing. There's one last thing that I would like to add in, just
Sure.
for a little thing in case it happens like between episodes or whatever. Is that at around sundown, I would go to the longboat and double up all of the fasteners. Make sure that thing is very securely locked in place, and check around inside the nooks and crannies on it for anything that might be hiding in there.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Where the heck are you? I'm assuming that if there is something hiding, it'd be dead silent, so sound wouldn't help me at all, would it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to burn luck on that one. Oh, screw you, luck. Fine, I'll take the 9.
Okay.
Technically, you can keep using your luck until it's all gone.
I have 4 points of luck here. You know what? Screw it. We're closing out the session. I'm very paranoid. There we go. I'll take the 16.
I was just
I will
pointing
hope-
out. Technically, you can.
Eliza?
I will hold on to my luck points with dear life. You guys clearly have not had Ryan as a DM before. You hold
Does
on to
everyone-
those.
I still got 2
Alright.
points of luck. I'll be fine.
Does every character have luck?
No, it's...
You don't understand how the sessions were prior to you showing up. We needed that luck.
Fair point.
Before you
Does
showed
not
up,
forgive.
before you showed up, we had a Kitsune as the DM, and well, we call him the Luxune for a reason.
We had a Kitsune as a DM, and we had Chat as Chat. It was the luck is necessary for survival.
Fun.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, the chat's been unusually nice today.
Well, it's because new people. That's how cult indoctrination works. You have to shower the person with praise.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm waiting for it.
Call it love bombing.
Exactly. See, she understands bite mechanics.
They.
The
So,
chat is saying hi.
Sorry. You are right. They.
It's okay. Mistakes happen.
My
Yes.
hamster is getting antsy.
Exhaustions?
If we be
I can
adventurers,
feel
let
the
us
energy
adventure.
from the chat just building up.
The
So,
extra life.
Like Goku charging up the
We
spirit.
do have influence.
This is gonna be a fun game.
Oh no, explosions! Wait a minute. I'm looking around in the longboat to see if there's anything stashed in there, and the chat's saying explosions. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
you know what? Yes, we'll go ahead and accept that one, but it won't be in this game.
Uh-oh. That's worse.
If that is okay with them.
That means that the DM's just gonna be like, okay, now where am I going to use this? Something has
I
to
mean, there
explode
was a
next
roll of
episode.
17.
So in the boat you're looking around, you're tightening the fasteners. You see a single marten hiding and sees you and just runs away back on the deck, clearly holding an egg that he swapped from the kitchen. But behind, right under one of the seats, you see a silver coin.
Interesting.
It looks.
I am.
Go
Go
ahead.
on.
No, I was about to say it's not shiny like brand new, but the light of the setting sun reflects it. It looks like a old worn silver coin with a symbol that you're not sure that you've seen before. It looks familiar, but you can't quite pinpoint on it.
I've been getting fucked with by borderline deities. A necromancer just showed up. There's freaking snakes appearing out of thin air. I'm not going to touch that with my bare hands. I'm going to wrap a piece of cloth around it and then take it off to the captain's quarters. To leave it there for Shiro to investigate later.
All right. So the group sets sails to their new town to stock up supplies for their new companions, to get some wears and tears for their adventure, and continue with this new job that this Z person has given you.
Turns
And
out
that
it was
is
Zim all along. We're working for a kangaroo.
I'm a Sable-roo, thank you very much.
Sus. Very sus.
And that is where we're called for this
A bouncy mink.
All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining us this week for the return of Red Flag Rejects Dungeons and Dragons. I will be back in a little bit here with some more streaming. We're going to go back to Minecraft for a little longer. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We have links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those good things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. Do consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is only with your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all, so please consider helping and making sure these do keep on coming. Toshibe, thank you so much for those biddies. I always appreciate getting them. But yeah, thank you again so much for joining. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. You guys keep this channel alive. And thank you all so much for joining and watching. Like I said, I'll be back in a few minutes with more Minecraft, so stick around. And for now, I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Have a good night, everyone.
So this is where you all can say bye after I say the adieu.
I mean,
Bye.
my character sheet is literally just Z's. So.
Adios to all the tasty people. You're gonna be in the soup.
Bye-bye!
Yeah, reign supreme!